You'll find an interesting perspective today at PaulickReport.com from Thoroughbred owner Dean Reeves. He's probably most well known for owning Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man, but he's also one of the dozen owners that has a stake in the Pegasus World Cup coming up in January at Gulfstream Park. He writes about the process he's going through to find a horse. He's narrowed it down to about a dozen, but it's interesting to hear what types of horses he's looking at, and also the thought process behind spending $1 million to be in this race. He's looking at it as a long-term investment with the hope that eventually the Pegasus World Cup will take off and be a success. Veterinarians at Colorado State University have launched a new study that started with the Keeneland September yearling sale. It could have major benefits for buyers and sellers at thoroughbred auctions. What they did was gather radiographs from hundreds of horses at that sale. They're going to follow them at the 2-year-old training sales next year as well, and then the same group follow them through the races all the way to the end of their 3-year-old season. This way they can see changes that might occur, things that they could have caught earlier, and it's one of the largest studies of its kind, and it should provide some benefits for the thoroughbred industry. It's kind of a light slate this weekend with graded stakes. There's the DeFrancis Memorial Dash at Laurel Park, the Cardinal Handicap on the Turf at Churchill Downs, and then there's the Bob Hope Stakes at Del Mar for 2-year-olds featuring California Diamond, winner of 5 of 7 starts, most recently the Golden State Juvenile just 2 weeks ago. And of course, the News Minute this week is presented by the Delta Downs Jackpot, which takes place tomorrow, along with the Delta Princess Stakes, an 11-race card. Looks like a great betting opportunity. We've been going through some of the contenders, and I have one more for you. His name is Line Judge. Trained by Joe Sharp, he's the winner of 3 consecutive races by open lengths, and he's the only one in this 10-horse field that has a victory at Delta Downs. He won the Jean Lafitte Stakes October 22nd. That's traditionally been a prep for the Delta Downs Jackpot. So I'll leave you with his last race stretch run as we wrap up the News Minute today.
Line Judge on the inside. Tip, tap, Tapazar. Not getting any closer as drifting out is hard to be good. Then comes Cohen's Cat. They're in deep stretch. Line Judge and C.J. McMahon are going to win the Jean Lafitte Stakes.